All right, now for the last 39 years, schools and learners scrambled for top positions. An announcement of KCPE results elicited excitement and disappointment. Tonight, the KCPE and KIPSEA exams have started, but let's focus on the KCPE. This happens to be the last exam that will be happening under the 844 system, bringing to an end 4 decades, close to 4 decades of this particular system of education. All right, this is the end of an era when it comes to the 844 system as we move to the CBC. Tonight, we do want to wish the candidates success as they sit for these particular exams, and also just to call on you to wish them success on our platforms, that is at Lookuptv on Facebook and at Lookuptv on Twitter. We do welcome you to be part of the program by engaging us on those particular social platforms, and we'll be sampling your feedback as we continue with the program. Tonight, we do have a bulletin for you that is very, very packed as far as KCSE and KIPSEA exams are concerned. But first, these are the top stories tonight.
Nawatakia heri, nawatakia baraka ya Mungu, utulifu mkubwa na ushindi katika mtihani huu.
On the spotlight tonight, KCPE and KIPSEA exams kick off across the country with 2.6 million candidates sitting for both exams. Also tonight, 2 GSU officers died on Monday, while 4 others sustained serious injuries after running into a remote-controlled IED at Edge Dam along the Garissa Road, while they were headed on supervision duty of the national exams.
The police could have not had anything to do with actually raiding my office. It's only they're being misused just to intimidate.
And Kisii Governor Simba Arati speaks after GSU officers surrounded his office on Monday morning. Alright, now my name is Brian Amuai. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Josephine Ouko. Let's begin. Now, President William Ruto, Education CS Ezekiel Mashogu, Chief Executive Officer TSC Nancy Macharia, officials in the Ministry of Education and other leaders on Monday officially launched the start of the KIPSEA and KCSE examination activity throughout the country. Now, the president, while at Kikuyu Township Primary School, called the candidates to be careful while undertaking their examination, wishing all the candidates success in their exams. Stanley Lugaria opens our bulletin with this particular report.
President William Ruto, Cabinet Secretary Education Ezekiel Mashogu, and other leaders on early Monday officially inaugurate the start of the national examination, wishing more than 3,500,000 candidates good luck as he asked them to showcase their best in the examination.
Nataka niwaambie watoto wetu wote wa Kenya, wale candidates siku ya leo, wajue ya kwamba sote tunaambatana na wao katika mtihani huu, na tumefanya mpango ya kutosha mumalize mtihani wenu, na tumewapangia pia vile mtaenda mbele na masomo yenu, wale wanaenda grade 7, wale wanaenda form 1, na ni kwa sababu tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba hakuna mtoto hata mmoja wa Kenya anabaki nyuma. Sote tunaambatana pamoja.
The president explained that the government is in the process to ensure more than 1,400,000 KCPE and 1,200,000 KIPSEA candidates join relevant levels to continue their education, appealing with more than 900 high school candidates sitting for their KCSE examination to put their best foot in the examination.
Kila mmoja wenu mjue ya kwamba wakati mnafanya mtihani ambayo mnaenda kufanya leo asubuhi, mjue ya kwamba hii mtihani ni ya kuwasaidia muweze kusonga mbele katika masomo yenu. Wengine wenu mtaenda grade 7, wengine wenu sasa mtaenda form 1, na katika hiyo safari yote wazazi wenu, viongozi wenu, serikali ya Kenya itaambatana pamoja na nyinyi tukiwa na Mwenyezi Mungu. You are the wealth of our nation. You are the future of our country. And I want to tell you that we will do everything that is possible. If there is one thing that we have done, is to place education as a priority. And that is why we are spending the largest budget of Kenya on our children, because you are the biggest asset that we have.
After praying for the students, Ruto proceeded to the opening of the examination and presided over the distribution of exam papers to the candidates at Kikuyu Township School before leaving to give the students an opportunity to continue with the exam.
The future of our young boys and girls is extremely important to all of us, and therefore me coming here and the president being elsewhere and other leaders, we are actually partnering with the Department of Education to show that we all want the integrity of our exams to be upheld and to be beyond reproach.
Education CS Ezekiel Mochugu took the opportunity to wish all the candidates success in the examination, maintaining that strong arrangements had been put in place to ensure all candidates in grade 6 under CBC join grade 7.
Part of the country, Your Excellency, the exams have gone to all the schools, and Your Excellency also to assure Kenyans that your government is not increasing their fees when they go to Form 1, and all of them who are here are going to be placed in Form 1. We have enough places. There is no school fees increment. It is 53,000 for national schools and extra county schools, and 45,000 for county schools, and it is going to remain as such.
Maintaining that respective stakeholders had deployed heavy security in a bid to ensure the process is a successful one, warning those ill-minded individuals who have perverted and deceptive intent against the examination to desist.
As a ministry, we thank your government because we have a multi-agency team which is monitoring this exam countrywide, and we assure you, Your Excellency, that all is moving on well.
Reporting for Lookup, I'm Jengi Timothy.
All right, now away from that, as the KCPE and KIPSEA exams kick off countrywide, Education PS Bello Kipsang oversaw the distribution of exams in Nakuru County and assured all the candidates of their security, are also cautioning those who will engage in any form of malpractice during exams.
Speaking during the exams papers opening, Education PS Bello Kipsang assured that security for both candidates and invigilators is beefed up, and adding that the candidates who are not registered will sit for the exams without any discrimination.
We have had challenges of early exposure, where people would open the paper after they leave the container. We are trying to deal with that this year by making sure that we collect this examination twice for the KCSE from Monday, so that we can be able to make sure that the integrity of our examination is assured and protected.
In West Pokot County, the Kenya Certificate for Primary Education and Kenya Primary School Education Assessment 2023 exam distribution kicked off well, apart from Sigor area, where transport was affected due to heavy rainfall pounding the area.
Ningetaka kutoa onyo kwamba yeyote atakayeshikwa akijaribu, pengine tutampeleka mahali ambapo tutapeleka wa Wizara ya Usalama ili uweze kudili na hiyo.
And in Taita Taveta County, Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya made a visit to coastal schools, including the Mwanyambo Primary School in Voi, Taita Taveta County, to oversee the official opening of the exams.
The total candidate for KIPSEA is 8,541, and the total candidates for KCP is 8,772. Now those are the candidates that are going to sit for the national exam.
All right, now still on matters KCSE and KIPSE exams, 2 GSU officers died on Monday, while 4 others sustained serious injuries after running into a remote-controlled IED at Edge Dam along the Dab-Garissa Road while they were headed on supervision duty of the national exams that kicked off today. Now, the officers were in a vehicle when they ran over the IED, suspected of having been planted by Al-Shabaab militants. Ruga Ival now reports.
We have deployed enough police officers within our county. You know, this is a special county because of the challenges of Al-Shabaab and roads which are impassable. We are happy that the government has deployed 2 helicopters on standby, especially to cover the sub-counties along the border.
Just a few hours after the county commissioner Garissa County confirmed beefing up security in the area in preparedness of national examinations countrywide, 2 GSU officers lost their lives through a terror attack in Dadaab. The Sunni Islamist military allegedly had planted remote-controlled IEDs which hit the vehicle the officers were traveling in to Garissa County for supervision of the ongoing national examinations. The 2 lost their lives after the vehicle hit a remote-controlled bomb at Ege Dam along the Dab-Garissa Road. 4 other passengers were left with serious injuries and are still under treatment in Dadaab Hospital. However, security bodies through county commissioners have continued giving an assurance to candidates and exam partakers that their areas are safe. West Pokot Sub-County Commissioner Wycliffe Munanda has assured candidates and residents that enough security officers have been deployed in examination centers to provide security during the 3-day national examination period.
Salama ipo katika kaunti yote, hatutarajii usalama utofu wa usalama kuzuia mitihani kuendelea katika kaunti ya West Pokot. Kwa hivyo mikakati yote iko vizuri, imewekwa kwa njia nzuri. Uchukuzi pia upande ambao kuna changamoto, magari imewekwa sawa, usalama pia imewekwa, kuambatana na usalama pia imewekwa sawa ili shughuli hii ya mitihani iendelee vizuri.
At least several schools have been put on intense security watch at insecurity hotspots in the country. Schools in Sondo area, Kisumu County, Garissa, West Pokot, Coast Region like Lamu and Mombasa are on the security radar.
We are peaceful in Lamu. Exams will be going on as expected. We pray God for that. And in the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've not had such a thing. The area has been conducive, the area has been peaceful, and we are not expecting any insecurity issue now that we've not been having it in the recent past.
Mtu yeyote yule ambaye atafanya uhalifu wote wakati huu wa huu mtihani ambao umeanza, tutaweza kuchukulia hatua kali. Tuko na maafisa wetu wa polisi ambao wamejiandaa.
Ruga Ival, Lookuptv.
Now, Uasin Gishu Governor B. Chelilim on Monday visited the bereaved families of the Arap Moi students who died a day to exams. Now, B sent his condolences and assured the parents of the deceased that the county government will support the KCP and grade 6 candidates as they undertake the exams.
The still waters of the Nai area that took lives of 5 candidates in Ainabkoi sub-county remains a story residents of Uasin Gishu will live to tell. Tension atmosphere continues to build up as parents from Arap Moi Primary School are still in disbelief about the incident that happened on Saturday evening, where at least 5 candidates drowned after the boat sank in a river at Ndanai area.
Mtu kwa shule alikuwa bright boy. Kwa in fact tumemtafutia Starry Boys. Na alikuwa ametupromise 370 and above. He was a good boy.
Uasin Gishu Governor B. Chelilim is sending his condolences to the deceased families, promising to support them financially during the burial preparations. Besides that, he urged the remaining candidates to focus on their ongoing examinations despite the tragedy that befell them.
Kusanyika hapa kwa kutoa rambirambi zetu sisi kwa county government ya Uasin Gishu, kujiunga na jamii, wazazi wa wale watoto waliangamizwa kule kwa maji, watoto wa Arap Moi Primary School, na pia walikuwa ni watainiwa vijana wetu 5. tunakuja hapa kwa huzuni kubwa sana kusema kwamba poleni sana jamii, poleni sana shule ya primary ya Arab Moi, poleni viongozi wa shule, pole sana wazazi, kwa sababu mmekuwa mmeandaa watoto wenu miaka hizo zote mkijua kwamba kwa safari yao ya elimu ilikuwa bado siku moja ndio wafanye mtihani, ndio waende kwa kiwango kingine. Na tunataka kusema pole sana. Kama serikali ya Uasin Gishu tunataka kusema sisi tutasimama na nyinyi, tutaombea nyinyi, na mipango yote ya kuweka hawa watoto wapumzike mahali wanapumzika, tunataka kusema tutahusika pamoja.
It is said that the students left the school for refreshments unsupervised after they were done with their praying session, not knowing it will be their last moment. Ivy Wangulu, Lookuptv.
Right now, the story by Ivy Wangulu takes us to our first break here on the Spotlight. We'll be back with more in just a short while, including matters, sports, and also we'll be telling you a teacher who was circulating fake exam papers and how he's been released on bond. Don't go too far. Be back in a moment.
Looking for an office space? 4th Avenue Towers is a professionally designed 25-story executive office that is conveniently located at the heart of the medical and legal services square within community area. The office is easily accessible from both Valley Road and Ngong Road. Professionals and business people now have the opportunity to own a premium piece of office space, the optimum choice for the modern professional. Key utilities include 24-hour security with CCTV surveillance, high-speed internet access, ample and secure parking, high-speed elevators, power backup generator, open rooftop, and a restaurant. 4th Avenue, an amazing product of Fusion Capital. Fusion Capital, rooted in the African growth story.
Nyakua mita na Lotto every hour. Get into the Lotto money train and win big. Mara hii you win 20,000 times pesa zako. 50 bob inakushindia 1 million shillings every hour na up to 40 million shillings every day. Usiwachwe nyuma. Mamili ni moto moto na Lotto. Nenda kwa M-Pesa paybill number 777-000. Andika neno look kama account name. Cheza na kati ya shilingi 50 hadi shilingi 2,000 na ubambe tu na Lotto.
Over 18s only. Gaming can be addictive. Play responsibly. This message has been approved by the BCLB.
Introducing the Kenya Trade Fair Fusion Sales Drive event in the heart of Nairobi at the Kenya National Archives. It's not just an event, it's sales generation with a remarkable return on investment. Get ready to let your booth do the talking as you study new market trends with lots of entertainment featuring traditional live bands, DJs and artists. For vendor registration, call 0724-715-334 or 0713-907-584 or 0723-861-173.
Want to expand your business today or attend to an emergency? Gisort na Logbook Loan, a business loan solution that allows you to leverage your logbook as security, making the application process both efficient and easy. You can borrow up to a maximum of 1 million shillings, processed within 24 hours with a repayment period of 24 months. All you need is your original logbook, original ID and KRA PIN, 6 months bank statement to M-Pesa statement and comprehensive insurance. For more details, visit any of our branches near you today or call us on 0709 692 000 or send an SMS to 20103 at no charge. Juhudi Kilimo, investing in farmers, transforming lives.
All right, now thank you so much for staying with us here on the Spotlight tonight. Let's continue with the program. Now, a remarkable event unfolded today in Kajiado County as 30,421 KCP candidates gathered to take their exams. Among them were 178 adult men and women participants in the Adult and Adulthood Continuing Learning Program, who embarked on a journey to access education that they had been denied due to traditional cultural practices. Let's take a look at this particular story.
With security under strict observation and preparations for safety underway of the national exams, these men and women hailing from the pastoralist community represent a group of adults who missed the opportunity for formal education due to cultural customs. For women, early marriages following female genital mutilation have been a significant obstacle to their educational pursuit. In the case of men, the practice of modernism and a lack of emphasis on formal education have also contributed to the challenge.
The exercise has started well. As you have seen, the distribution has taken place. The security of all the centers is intact, and Kajiado over the years has been known for delivering clean exams, and this year as well we'll make sure that is the case.
Elsewhere in Machakos County, 41,473 students are taking the KCPE exams, while 31,473 students are taking the Grade 6 exam known as the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment. Among them, 53 are adults, according to statistics provided by the Machakos County Director of Education, Margaret Murigi.
I came to provide oversight on the examinations that are proposed today, both for KCPE and KCSE. We started off at 6 a.m. All the center leaders came and collected papers. For KCPE and KCSE, there was no incident. It went very smoothly. Then after that, we are walking around to see how the exercise is taking place. We started with this Machakos Primary because it's the largest. It has 227 candidates for KCPE and 259 candidates for KCSE.
And finally, in a remarkable testament of determination, a student in Narok South Sub-County will undergo her Kenya Certificate of Primary Education exams from a hospital bed after going into labor on the eve of the exam. Elsewhere, 10 inmates at the Narok GK prison are among the candidates participating in the exams today, according to the prison guard in charge, Benson Lomeri.
Nataka niwahakikishie kwamba kuna usalama wa kutosha in our examination centers, even within the county.
Bridget Agola, Lookuptv.
Right, now a Kiambu teacher who was arrested Thursday on allegations of circulating national examination papers has pleaded not guilty after he was arraigned in Nairobi on Monday. Appearing before Senior Principal Magistrate Bernard Ochoi, Nicholas Ngumbau was accused of opening 10 accounts of WhatsApp and Telegram where he was reportedly selling KCPE papers at 1,500 shillings and 2,000 shillings for papers that allegedly came with a marking scheme. Now, the court ordered Ngumbau to deposit a cash bail of 100,000 shillings and provide one contact person or an alternative of 200,000 shillings bond with 2 sureties. Now, the teacher was arrested last week Thursday at Gikambura area in Kiambu after detectives infiltrated his group posing as students seeking to purchase the examination papers. The case will be mentioned on the 13th November.
For hearing and determination, the accused person may be released on bond of 200,000 shillings with one surety of a similar amount, or cash bail of 100,000 shillings with one contact person. He will be supplied with copies of witness statements, the charge sheet, and any other documentary evidence which the prosecution intends to rely on. And the case will be mentioned on 13th of November for pre-trial.
All right, now that is as far as the exams are concerned. Now let's get a little bit into the political scene. Kisii Governor Simba Arati was blocked from accessing his office by GSU officers who were allegedly following orders from above. Now, according to the Kisii police boss, the officers were resting on the grounds. Now, this raised concerns from the common Mwananchi on why police officers could rest on the governor's grounds fully armed.
Early Monday morning, GSU officers surrounded Governor Simba Arati's offices after allegedly receiving orders from above. The governor went to his offices only to find armed officers aligned strategically and stationed at every doorstep in the building. This happens days after he launched a circle for 6,000 motorcycle operators in Kisii municipality. According to Kisii County Police Commander Charles Kasses, the area was surrounded only because there were complaints that the motorcyclists from the municipality robbed passengers.
Mimi pamoja na kamati ya usalama ya county na sub counties tulielekea pale maofisi ya baadhi ya bodaboda ambao walikuwa wamepewa na county government sababu ya kwamba kuna malalamishi kutoka wananchi. Waendeshaji wa pikipiki wanasema ya kwamba mara pikipiki zao zinashikwa, zinapelekwa pale, mara wanachapwa na pia wanatozwa faini ambaye si halali. So leo asubuhi ndio tukaenda pale pamoja na DCI, maafisa wote wa serikali ambaye ni wa usalama. Tumeweza kufunga hizo ofisi na tuka declare kwamba hapo inakuwa ni ile tunaita kwa kizungu scene of crime scene, sababu ya yale mambo yanaendelea kufanyika pale.
Speaking to the press, Arati said that the police officers are being misused to intimidate him. Moreover, he asked Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki to intervene and the officers to come to his offices during the day to inspect his offices to find out if he had committed any crimes.
But it's unfortunate that the police could have not had anything to do with actually raiding my office. It's only they are being misused just to intimidate us. But there is information. They want to look for anything for arrest. Arrest Arati, take him to the cells, let him come out after one day. Therefore, I've asked the JSU, I've asked them to leave the stadium, and I'm happy now you can see they are leaving.
Ibikadenyi, Lookuptv.
Right, now still on Mata Simba Arati, we do want to tack this one. Now, Azimio la Umoja Coalition has condemned the alleged police raid at the office of Kisii Governor Simba Arati. A contingent of General Service Unit officers is said to have blocked the entrance to Governor Arati's office on Monday morning. A statement by Azimio Council Executive Chairman Wycliffe Oparanya expressed solidarity with Governor Arati, saying the incident was not an act of kindness. Now, Azimio, while condemning the alleged move, said the county boss was being forced to support a particular direction. Now, the statement reads, the Kisii incident is a continuation of a growing pattern of the Kenya Kwanza administration misusing national government institutions like investigative agencies and security apparatus to intimidate and blackmail governors. As a believer in devolution, Azimio will stand with the governor and county governments regardless of political affiliations whenever we feel they are being brought under undue pressure for political reasons. The party stands with His Excellency Arati and encourages him to remain firm, principled and focused. That is a statement by the Azimio Coalition in regards to that particular incident that happened earlier today. Now, Kenyans can now access affordable, locally assembled smartphones following the launch of the state-of-the-art East Africa Device Assembly Kenya Limited, located in Athi River. Now, the device assembly factory was set up as a joint venture of the local mobile network operators and international device manufacturers. The factory, which is in fulfillment of the government's promise to establish local smartphone assembly capacity in Kenya, has been built with a capacity to produce up to 3 million mobile phone units annually.
December last year, President Ruto made a commitment to see that affordable phones are manufactured in the country. A commitment that is now coming to reality following the launch of the state-of-the-art East Africa Device Assembly Kenya Limited, located in Athi River.
Mnanielewa? So, good people, we must change this country. I don't think we have another option. Yeah? And the young people who are pushing us, we have millions of Kenyans, talented, hardworking, educated. They are looking for opportunity. We cannot postpone their future. We must make the decisions now to enable them get the opportunities tomorrow.
The plant, which is courtesy of Safaricom Company, will come up with the lowest priced phones in the continent, which will cost at least 5,000 Kenya shillings, with the production estimated to be between 1.2 and 1.4 devices annually.
I promise you one thing. I will make all the decisions necessary to make Kenya the great country we all want it to be. Without a doubt.
According to the Safaricom Company, through the company's Chief Security Officer Nicholas Mulila, the newly Kenyan-made phones will have enough storage facility, clear camera and high-quality pictures. The objective of this inventory is to enable citizens to afford modern smartphones and run their business as well as increase taxes to the government.
The proudest part of it is that we don't have to spend the billions that we have spent on all the other manenos, as all of you know.
At fiber shops and dealer shops, as well as Safaricom shops and Masok online platform, and will retail from 7,499 Kenya shillings.
Intricate process from the design of the factory, reviewing device specifications, legal and legislative reviews, the procurement of equipment, the hiring and training of over 300 Kenyans, some of whom, Your Excellency, you met during the tour, the construction and engineering works, all needed to bring this factory to life. Your Excellency, your government has been very supportive throughout the execution of this vision. The Cabinet Secretary for ICT and Digital Economy, Elwin Awalo, his senior team, as well as seniors from the communication.
Regan Lemeguran, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
Now, appearing before the Senate Committee on Energy to deliberate the government-to-government oil agreement, officials from Galana, Gulf and Oryx Energies, which were awarded the government-to-government oil agreement, have said that there is enough fuel in the country. According to them, fuel prices continue to rise due to the rising of fuel prices at the international market, depreciating of the Kenyan currency, and witnessed war between Palestine and Israel.
Kenyans all over the country will continue to dig deeper into their pockets to meet the high cost of living, which partially has been brought about by the rising prices of fuel in the country. Appearing before the Senate Committee on Energy today to deliberate on the government-to-government oil agreement, officials from Galana, Gulf and Oryx Energies now says that the fuel prices continue to rise due to the rising of fuel prices at the international market, depreciating of the Kenyan currency, and the witnessed war between Palestine and Israel.
Drivers of prices into our country. The first one is the international price of oil in the international market, which is published every day internationally. That price, as you know, has risen because of Russia and maybe currently because of this Israel situation. Would you do anything to that as a non-producer? You cannot do anything about that. So that price at the moment is high. The second issue which affects the price into this country is the exchange rate. The Kenyan shilling, as we all know, has depreciated. So when you multiply that number of dollars, that depreciating shilling, you will see a higher price.
Among the issues raised, the committee sought to know the core funders. In response to that, the official said that they are being funded by the banks listing KCB, I&M, and Diamond Trust, among others. Galana Energy, as per now, has an outstanding debt of $403 million, and Oryx Energy with an outstanding debt of $162 million.
Have you onboarded other financial institutions, or you're only dealing with KCB?
So the three banks which have signed the deed of adherence are I&M Bank, Diamond Trust Bank, and UBA Bank.
According to the three companies, there is enough oil in the country, promising that they will do whatever they can.
Petroleum in the country. Secondly, on the issue of the dollar, I think once you go through the document, there's a document called the tripartite agreement, you will understand the structure. So we kindly request that let your committee have a look at the document first, then we stand guided after that. Thank you.
Maven Getembe, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
All right, now CAF A, let's get sporty rather. CAF A coaching course enters its second week as 25 coaches are on with the course, which is set to run for 6 months. Now the course is part of the FKF's initiative to ensure that there are more coaches in the country who are qualified to handle teams from the grassroots to professional levels, as well as to improve the state of football coaching.
So kila mtu lazima awake, because high press haitaki kila mtu analala. When you're doing theory alone, it means you're not being attached to what you're doing. But when you do theory, then you come and do practical. At least it's something you're doing to apply in your team. So it's easier when you're doing it. Okay, in your classes you're doing it in practical here. It's easier when you come out from this place and come the same knowledge, bring it to your team. It's more understood. I'd like to say kudos to our educators, because it's easier when you're being taught with somebody who is okay, whom you're close to, people your own origin. It becomes so easy. But what we've learned from this course, it's a lot. So far it's only 2 weeks, but what we've gained it's a lot.
With the system they're putting in place, that you have to have a certain license for you to coach a certain league, so it makes us know that we have to get these courses. Because for you to coach a Women Premier League or KPL, you have to be a license holder at the moment. So it gives us like an opportunity that we have to step up in our careers as coaches.
All right, now we've come to the end of this program at this particular hour. But listen, I'm being told I should announce this in terms of as far as Ballon d'Or is concerned. And so, yes, I believe Messi is set to win. These are the current results. Yes, I think I'm just going to tell you that. Okay. All right, so the 21st, Antonio Griezmann from Atletico Madrid. 22nd is Kim Min-jae from Bayern Munich. 23rd is Andre Onana from Manchester United. 24th, Bukayo Saka from Arsenal. And Josko Gvardiol from who is 25th for Manchester City. Jamal Musiala, Bayern Munich. 26th, Nicola Barella, Inter Milan. 27th, and yes, 30th is Ruben Diaz from Manchester City. Let me see if there's more to that. No. All right. Okay, before I also go, let me see something here. I have Muyela Ateto says, kama nani na hii pesa za elimu zimeporwa, anatarajia watoto watasomaje mwaka ujao. Okay. Wycliffe Induburi says, Mr. Brian, keep it up. Watching on my way to Nairobi after prayer to my beloved kids. Kudos. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish them success. I have no idea which one is sitting for exams, but whether it's Lovi, Michelle, or Eden, whoever is sitting for these exams, we wish them the very best and success to them. All right. Thank you so much for making time for this program tonight. Listen, we don't take it for granted. I really do appreciate your time every day and every now and then that you take your time to watch Lookuptv and trusting us to bring you up to date with the news making headlines across the country. And of course, this is not a one-person show. It is a team, collective. A lot of people are behind the scenes making sure that you see what you get to see on screen. And on behalf of everyone, including starting with my director, that is Jeremy, I do want to thank you so much for watching. Our sign language interpreter tonight has been Josephine Ouko. Let's do this again tomorrow on the Bottom Line KE. Good night.